and welcome to Titanium Talos Tarot, and today I'll be doing a reading for Scorpio, okay? So this is for anybody who has any planet or star in their chart under Scorpio. If you do, great. If you don't, great as well. You probably have a message in here for you, so keep an ear out. And if you are a cross-watcher, I welcome you with open arms because heaven knows I was a cross-watcher for many a video myself, so I get you and I got you. Now, I will mention the decks I use as I use them, and if not, they will be in the description box below. And with that being said, my gorgeous and fellow Scorpios, let's get into your cards. Yes. So, please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share. And you got the Strength, Leo energy. Now, please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good. I'll do it later. Anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides. And we have the Five of Summer, which would be the Five of Cups in this deck. Now, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good. And you got the Nine of Spring. Nine of Spring. Environmental conservation. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios. By the way, I'm a Scorpio moon myself, so please come. Chariot pointing towards the left. Well, you are starting your reading with a major, and you're ending your reading with a major. Interesting. Okay, so this was the Radleigh Valentine Fairy Tarot deck. Now I will use the Froud's Fairy Oracle. Okay. By the way, I use selenite on my decks to cleanse and purify them. I also use selenite to cleanse and purify my crystals. Well, actually, First, I put them under running water, then I charge them. I mean, selenite can takes away all the bad energy. Yep, so you would need to cleanse selenite can do cleansing. You don't need to put them underwater. So for those rocks that are too brittle or would disintegrate underwater, use selenite, it's better. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and clarify the Strength in the upright. And we have Tintin the Sylph with Singer of Intuition at the bottom of the deck, followed by Pohariel of the Waters and a collective of pixies, and solace. There. And the rar. Yep. Zirar. Alright. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share why the 5 of summer is here in the upright. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share why the 5 of summer is here in the upright. Please, angels and guides, and you got Los Cunas. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Fairies of the Future, followed by the singer Initiation, as well as the Feline. I'm just going to write something down before I forget. Okie dokie. Next, you have the 9 of Spring in the upright. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share why the 9 of Spring is here in the upright. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good. And you have the Bodacious Bodak with Honesty and Ecstasis. Ecstasis. Now, the next card you have is a Chariot pointing towards the left. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share why the Chariot is here pointing towards the left. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share. And you got the Green Woman. Yeah. As well as Jehovah. He's like square. It's like he's doing the Vogue. Yeah. It's like doing the Vogue, but only... It's humid. I'm allowed brain farts. Okay, next you have the Sage, who looks like he has weeds for hair. Maybe that would be relevant. I don't know. Maybe you're dealing with weeds. Weedy haired. Well, once you tap into the Sage energy, you will also be able to tap into the Master Maker energy, which is amazing, stupendous, amazing. Yes. So, my gorgeous and fellow Scorpios, I mentioned I'm a Scorpio moon myself. Let's get into your readings. Right. So, the first card is the Strength card in the upright. Now, the Strength card is the same strength in any deck. Well, I think so. It is representative of Leo, Hyacinth. Yeah. Now, I myself have a Leo rising. Very bubbly. That's what people see. I have to get back to the cards. I'm losing track of what I'm doing. Alright, so the first card clarifying the strength. Well, first of all, what is the strength? Right? Strength card says the time and the grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges, the power of kindness and forgiveness. Time to embrace how wonderful you are. Amazing. Now, the next card, the first card clarifying it, is Tintin the Sylph, which talks of acute intellect, quickness, mental synthesis, and discernment. So, it's time to embrace how wonderful you are. You are embracing it by being kind of intellectual. You're like, okay, well, I am amazing because I can do this, and this. Yes, and it has been verified to me by multiple accounts, by multiple people. So I know it's not just something people said to, get me in their good graces or whatever. Next, you have the Singer of Intuition. Now, the Singer of Intuition talks of perceptiveness, oracular powers, awareness, and trust. Which means that as you gain strength, you also are strengthening your intuition and your lie detector or something like that. Next, you have Pohariel of the Waters, which talks of gracefully accepting change, which is if you are coming to the grips of how amazing you are, which is not something a lot of people can do, except for narcissists, easily, you will at this point, you or someone you're dealing with, will at this point gracefully accept change in order to achieve a goal that they want to achieve. Right? Next, you have a collective of pixies. Now, a collective of pixies talks of duty, willingness, joyful participation, and virtue. So this, to me, okay, so notice how behind Pohariel there are all these people who seem to be following Pohariel in regards to change that she's bringing to her reality. Now, and I feel like that collective that is alluded to in this picture is what is spoken of, is what is referred to here. Yep. Next, you have Solace. Now, Solace talks of spiritual empowerment, knowledge, consciousness, and synthesis. So you have gathered all this information, right? What, sort surveys. It's as if you're doing a survey, because you're synthesizing all the information, which is what you generally do in surveys. You group bits of numbers together, and you find like a commonality and try to try and predict something with a statistic. So yeah, you're utilizing all the information that you've gathered up to this point in order to utilize everything that you learned and depict your strength in a certain sense. Next, you have the Rar card. Now, the Rar card talks of wild energy, pure potential. And I feel like once you gain the information from this statistics, from this statistic, what have you, you will learn a lot about yourself, about others, and it will be very grand. Yeah. Next, you have the Five of Summer. Now, the Five of Summer, alright, talks of trust that there is a reason for everything that is happening. Remove yourself from the negative emotions of others, focusing on that which frightens or worries you. Yep. So you're concentrating on the wrong thing. I feel like you might be concentrating on the negative aspect of whatever it is that you're experiencing, and that you're gaining strength about. Whatever you think about, you manifest. Okay, so be careful. Now the cards clarifying that are talking of are Los Gunas, which talks of discovery of self, adventure, and sunken treasure. Excuse my yawning. Right? So after this moment of, oh, pity me, oh why, oh why, oh why, you're going within to figure out what has gone off the rails. What do you need to bring back to order? And once you do that, you'll be able to tap into the fairies, the future energy, which talks of be here now, guidance, forward moving. So, yep. Then you have the singer of intuition. Now the singer of initiation, then you have the singer of initiation, which talks of passage through trial, triumph, new level. So you have totally surpassed this self-defeating mentality with of the 5 of summer, and you have gone higher and above than what people would have expected of you, right? Then you have the feline. Now the feline talks of getting it right, tidying up loose ends, and delayed completion. So what I'm getting at is this is a new cycle for you, and it will take time. And maybe this is not your first go around in this new cycle. So at this point, you're on the time, it's like you're revising a text, and now is the time where you revise all the little quirks that you can correct, right? Which is the dotting of the T, crossing of the T's and the dotting of the I's, which would be the last, at least the way I was taught to correct my text, that would be the last thing that you would do, right? Yeah, because first you want to make sure that the contents of the text is on point. Then you do the polishing, which is correcting your mistakes and stuff like that. Now the next card you got is the 9 of Spring. Now the 9 of Spring talks of protect the fruits of your labor, prepare for possible challenges that lie ahead, environmental conservation. I think that's what I said when I was pulling the cards. Now, the cards clarifying that are the Bodacious Bodak, which talks of a lot of things, but at the very end it talks of order. So you need to go through you or someone you're dealing with need to go through a little bit of hardship, a little bit of difficulty to understand what needs to be done in a certain cycle. And that was only possible because they were being honest with themselves about something. Yeah. Now, the next card is Ecstasis. And due to that honesty with self, they will be able to tap into the ecstasy, joy, rapture, motivation, which is amazing. Next, you have the Chariot card pointing towards the left. Now, cards pointing towards the left to me mean that they happen in the past or they're happening super slowly. Now, let me see. Success that comes from dedication and self-discipline. Celebrating your accomplishments. Being in the spotlight. Okay, so this is basically putting 3 possibilities of the way I can see this. So this could be for those who have always done, who have always been dedicated and self-disciplined. This could also mean something that you're currently doing, which is celebrating your accomplishments. And what you are foreseeing for yourself is being in the spotlight. Or seeing as this was pointing towards the left, this was what you did, right? In the past. Or this is slowly arriving into your reality. Because one of those things you are less prone to do, which is being dedicated and disciplined. I don't know. But I've become dedicated and disciplined due to the fact that I had to learn to become it, right? After my accident, I had to put myself in a regimen of doing the exercises every day, doing my homework every day, and blah, blah, blah. So, I mean, yeah, you kind of understand what I'm trying to say. It's putting yourself back in the rhythm. If you are out of rhythm, put yourself back in. I hope that explains everything. Oh, well, not everything, but explains some things. Wait, I'm going to write that down. In rhythm. I'll add that later. Now the cards clarifying that are A, the Green Woman. Now the Green Woman talks of natural magic, expectant gratitude, wildness, untamable creativity. Amazing. For those for whom this has already happened, that just means that in the past, you tapped into this type of energy. For those for whom this hasn't happened yet, this is what you need to tap into. This is what you need to prime your mind to becoming able to do. Now, seeing as this is a new cycle, or this was a new cycle, or this is a new cycle, there will be a learning curve, a moment of realistic caution. Now, making sure that you're not doing anything stupid, because that's something that you learned in the past, to check yourself before you wreck yourself, and you make sure that all your T's are crossed and your I's are dotted. Wasn't that what I was mentioning before? And once you do that, you'll be able to tap into the Master Maker's energy. Now the Master Maker talks of skill, craftsmanship, magician, moral strength, and invention. I mean, a well-written text is magical, is very, so it's just magical. It looks good, and it demands a lot of skill and ability in writing text. So, my gorgeous Scorpios, I wish you guys all a good week, because that is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this, and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my prize. Now, like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell to be notified when I post new stuff, as well as leaving me a comment, because I adore comments. I read them all. I might not answer all of them, but I absolutely read them all. And with that being said, my gorgeous and fellow Scorpios, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye!